Welcome back, Spirits of Vengeance, to a Ghost Rider vlog.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ghost Rider vlog. Today we are going to talk about issue number 60 of the original Ghost Rider run, titled To Slay a Demon. To start off, our cover is actually pretty nice, actually truthfully showing one of the scenes in the upcoming book, although the placement of the bomb in particular is wrong. You would be hard pressed to try and hide the bomb as it was in the actual story, and be able to get the point of what's going to be happening in this book across. Anyway, excellent cover. And also, the inside art is really good this week too still, so kudos, we're back on track again. We start off with Johnny Blaze trying to get himself a side of ribs and some fries on the go. Meanwhile, at the same time, not too far away, a couple of black gangsters are breaking into the place and stealing a shit ton of dynamite, apparently, as they say, enough to blow up half of Chicago. One of them manages to get away with this as they continue their Blacksploitation film in the middle of our Ghost Rider story, and one of them even wings a black cop that was trying to stop them. However, the same man who stayed behind to stop the cop also decides to run off with Johnny's bike. Ghost Rider doesn't like that when he has to be transformed just because Johnny doesn't have a ride. So he chases after the biker and throws him through a church window. The church is not particularly your normal type of church, it's one of those downtown small areas where you could find a place for kind of churches. Anyway, the gangster ends up through the window. The priest sees the Ghost Rider and has what looks to be a panic attack of some kind at first. He calls off the practice they were having that night and gets everything settled, and then proceeds to put on a rather odd little outfit. Pseudo crazy thing that might be supposedly influenced by some African artwork back in the day, but this comes off as just a wee bit odd. Again, it feels like a Blaxploitation movie. Anyway, this new character, this pastor, as I'm going to call him, he takes up his holy outfit from his ancestors and proceeds to chase after the Ghost Rider, as apparently he is a part of a family line that has chased after and stopped demons for centuries. When Johnny does come back to try and make up apologies and maybe get some cash for the broken window, he ends up getting attacked and barely changes into Ghost Rider just in time to save his own skin, and also is forced to flee in order to keep the man from constantly attacking him. Not exactly what Ghost Rider is pleased to be doing, but he'll deal with it for now. As time passes through in our story, the man with the explosives gets back to his boss, who says that their plan is to destroy one of the bigger trains in the area that night and blackmail the city into giving them more power to control that part of Chicago. Also to stop them from constantly blowing up random places throughout the city. Also that night, the pastor's daughter actually shows up. Apparently she has not been attending church, as he makes it a point of pointing out. But when she tries to give him money to help keep the church going, he instantly turns it down, knowing that it's gangster money, and praying that his daughter would one day learn, but she hasn't seen the wrong of her ways yet, and continues to shoo her out. When she gets out, her boyfriend, who happens to be the head of the mob, meets her there as well and takes her into the car. He then explains his plans, to which obviously she doesn't like it because he's gonna kill hundreds of people in like no time flat. So she breaks free and tries to find some help. To which Johnny happened to be in the area again and quickly charges in as himself to put an end to these thugs and to tell her to get the license of the car and he will go after the bomb. To which he quickly ducks away to a side alley because he's also been experiencing Chicago for long enough now he kind of knows the area, and summons up a bike to go chasing after the bomb. While also giving us a very nice artistic chase-off scene with some really flashy stuff that you normally wouldn't be able to get away with. But you know what? I quite like it. At the very end, the pastor tries to stop him yet again, but upon ripping apart some of the track, he actually stops his attack and starts to question what the demon's logic is, to which he quickly picks up the bomb and throws it. He then finally questions himself properly on what he's exactly been doing, and we end with him and Johnny shaking hands, having realized the wrong of their way on this particular fight. That not all demons are of a bad ilk, especially when possessed by decent people who actually mean good. Also, the end of the book promises that next week will be the return of Water Wizard, so stay tuned, as the Water Wizard seems to have not had enough yet. That is all for this week. A pretty good solo one. It's an interesting side character. Nice little random mafia work, because why not? There should be some sort of gangs or mafias of some kind doing something. It can't always be just their normal nefarious superpowers. They have to be somebody interesting with a little bit of a more modern, normal, down-to-earth kick. And it's nice to see Ghost Rider isn't beyond dealing with thugs like this and also stopping their plans. But, as I said, that's all for this time. I will see you all at issue number 61. See you then.